Hello, everyone. This is Joshua, another messenger, and I'm just coming back to you today. All my friends, family, and loved ones, and everybody across the world. I wanted us to talk and teach a little bit today about, um, when you're out, not just reading the Bible and just listening to it, and everybody else that's preaching. We got to actually do it too. We have to act out on it with our faith every day as Christians. The reason why we do that is because when we do it by our actions and not just by listening, but we actually do it by our actions, it shows Jesus that we love him, and it shows other people how to act and how to do too. So that's one of the main reasons why we get out there. We do it. We can't just preach about it. We gotta actually be about it too. We gotta actually go out there and do it, because a lot of people in this world, I haven't heard anybody in my town talk about Jesus and go around and do all that. The only person I know in this town that does it is me. That's probably why the town don't like me, but that's just the way it goes. But I have saved a few people since I've been here, and I'm thankful for it. And I'm trying to save as many as I can. And that's another reason why they probably don't want me to be here. It's a really small town, and mostly all they teach here is about this Catholic and Mormon. That's all it's here. And I'm trying to teach and preach and wake everybody up here that it's the King James Version Bible, and we got to read it for ourselves and to learn from it, and that's how we get saved, through the blood of Jesus Christ. And all these people are here. I have a friend down the street that actually, it's crazy. She didn't pay her Mormon dues for the month, and he wouldn't forgive her for her sins. So she has to go to him for him to forgive her for her sins, not Jesus. So she's working through like a third person. It's in a mystery occult. It's crazy, man. Like these, they really and see, they come to the people that don't know no better, and they teach them this at a young age, and they brainwash them at a very young age, and they don't know no better. So I'm glad I'm here, and I'm very happy and blessed that God put me in this situation right where I'm at, so that way I can teach and preach to all the people around me too. So that's part of the actions too, and that's what the board says. Okay, for as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. And we're going to read from James 2:26. James chapter 2. Verse 26. It says, for as, well, I'm going to read from 25. Likewise also was not Rahab the harlot justified by works, when she had received the messengers, and had sent them out another way. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. And then I want to come over here and I want to read from, this is going to be chapter 3:5 of James 2, of James. Okay, and it says, even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. So, everything that comes out of our mouth can defile us. As soon as we wake up and talk, it defiles us. So we have to be careful with what we say when we're out there teaching about the Bible. We got to be careful about how we act, how we do things, because we're supposed to set the example for other people. So that way, the kids of this generation can grow up and know what we know now, because that's how I know it, is because of my mother. And she knows it because of her mother, and her mother knew it because of her mother. My dad wasn't into it much. He was in something totally different, and it was dark and crazy. And I actually lived with him when my mom and dad split up. Whenever they split up, nobody stayed with my dad. My brother and my sister went with my mom. I stayed with my dad, and I didn't stay with him. I was a kid. I was only like 13 years old, and I stayed with him because I felt bad for him out of my heart, and because nobody was there for him. So I stayed with him, so that way he could help get through the things he was going through. And I didn't even care about what happened. I didn't care about that. All I cared about was somebody needed to be there with my dad, so I stayed with him. But he wasn't about that, and he never pushed his belief on me. He just told me to find it out for myself, and I did. And I'm glad I found Jesus, boy. And I wasn't honey. And I'm glad that my dad didn't teach me the stuff that he was doing, because if he was wrong for teaching me the wrong things, then he would be held accountable. So he just didn't say nothing, but my mom did. Boy, she surely did. And I'm glad I got to listen to her before she died. Boy, she was an amazing woman. But yeah, so let's go out. When we go out and we preach and we teach, like what I'll do is I'll go in the stores and I'll walk in singing about the Lord, and then I'll see somebody look over at me and smile about it and stuff, and I was like, yes, it's the blood of Jesus Christ. That's how we get to heaven, and and it's the blood and the faith of Christ. That's how we get to heaven. Not everybody. And I'll just walk in the store and say it to everybody, and it lets everybody hear it, and it lifts people up. Some people look down on it, and I mean, I've been in places where people's been really mad at me for it before. So a lot of them were jobs. A lot of them were little stores too. But when we go out, let's act out on what we read and what we teach and preach. That's all we need to do. Well, that's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to teach and preach about today. But I will come back up with plenty more videos, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing, blessed day. And remember, act out on what you preach about. Act out on what you read about. We are here for Jesus, and we're here for Jesus alone, through Jesus alone, for our family, friends, and loved ones, and everybody. And let's bring them to heaven, y'all. Let's bring them to heaven. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing, blessed day. This is Joshua, another messenger, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.